Hello there! Welcome back to Corpse Factory, where we finally made it back. Uh, well, kind of. This is Corpse Girl's home. But never really lived here. Simply existed within the wall. The real Noriko was held hostage by omnipotent presence, sealed in this home. Things here are just as I left them so long ago. It's a comforting feeling, but at the same time, sends a chill down my spine. It's time to move on. Stride with purpose towards the nest, and slide open the window of drawers. A small mullet with a full head. It's a treasure I acquired from the Guardian. From the Guardian's shed apartment. Back when I first moved in. It's not very large, but it suits me fine. I don't have the strength to build anything bigger than this. Beginning to there is a great deal of effort. Grab the handle and, with both hands, lift the heavy tool. Equipment with this type of weapon. Construction is slowly lurch through the hallway. Make my way to the very end. I blink. Bright white with faces will face me. Paint on the wall is peeling. Like it was slipping on without care. Plaster is cracking. Like it was applied by another emitter. And the lingering stench of mold is at its strongest when I stand in front of this wall. I bring the mallet down. With both arms, heavy metal head crashing into the wall with as much force as I can muster. The struggle of bearing a mallet is taking its toll on my wound. I feel the stitches on my stomach threatening to snap and break. But I can't stop here. And until I've crushed this wall and revealed the glaring contents of the trove hidden inside. Another swing, and another crash against plaster. A cry of pain and another hole in the wall. Scream and swing the hammer in the ground, and groan, flash the weep, and wall crumbles beneath my sheer force of will. White dust clouds my vision and provokes me into a coughing frenzy. My eyes and throat clear up. I throw the mallet to the carpet. Venture forward. Chamber. Human-sized hole in the wall and think myself within the cache on the other side. He's stretched oh, stench of, stench assaulting my nostrils no longer just distinguishes itself as mold. It's a fetal odor of rot and decay. Inevitable mark of decomposition, decomposing flesh, corpse. They spent a long, I spent so long fooling myself into believing it was nothing concerning. And so long pretending that a corpse did not live with the walls of this apartment. Truth is, corpse into the wall is the root of all evil. It's an infinite font of misery, despair, malice, and death and hatred. Oh, this is Corpse Girl.
Hello, old friend.
Corpse? Why? Call it a corpse is no longer entirely accurate. It has become little more than a skeleton, and of course they're using words that I don't often hear nor say. A macabre tribute to a undying of time. Bone and flesh, and hair and fabric blend and intertwine, and meld together, form this sickening representation of human beauty. I used to think this body was pure petrification. Back when the corpse, more or less intact, it was the image of gorgeous, vibrant young women. I aspired to become just as beautiful. Slender, elegant, graceful, with full skin and dark eyes. Looking at her now, it clear to see that I was deceived. The form before me is beautiful. It's reveling. I prepared myself in the image death. Truly beloved, I was transcending mortal beauty. This corpse controlled me for so long. Corpse manipulated me and made me want to become just like it. Somewhere along the way, my own identity began to fall, and I started to believe that I had become rotting carcass. This piled bag of ash. My spell has been broken. I don't know if it's because of my near-death experience or the clarity of mind. My intoxicating cocktail of painkillers, but I no longer want to associate myself with Corpse Girl. To be honest, we were hinted at this earlier in the series, so it's not that surprising, to be honest. We saw like Gojiro kind of like say, oh yeah, it was in the room in the house. What? I can't think of asking. Go, where did he put it? Now we kind of got the answer. At least we know what happened. I want to be myself. Just Noriko. With painkillers? What else would I want? I no longer want to kill in the name of this blasphemous effigy.
Corpse Girl, I found you here. Trapped in this storage closet. Just over a year ago. And you stole my life from me.
Technically, you're the one that did all that. This dead chick didn't do anything. But I've been put into a hidden place in the wall. Looking at her now, I can't help but wonder what the hell went through my mind when I let her possess me. What did discovering this corpse have a profound, lasting effect on my psyche? I shut my eyes as a wave of dizziness threatens to overcome me. Struggling in the near darkness, I struggled to regain my balance. I had out the memory of discovering this corpse. So long I refused to acknowledge it ever happened. But the crystallized fragments of that forgotten memory have finally breached the surface of my consciousness. I finally recall the event, thanks to the clarity brought about by my current state of mind. Hey. It happened several days after I moved into the apartment. The musty smell of mold lured me to the wall at the end of the corridor, and the wall that had been heavily patched up and covered with plaster and paint. I wondered about the source of the smell. Figured it might be a leak of blood or a busted pipe needed repair. Instead of the calling upon the landlord for assistance, I took matters into my own hands. Perhaps I was inspired by my newfound independence. I had just become a free young woman, living on my own for the first time. Perhaps I was just stupid. I located a mallet in the garden shed. I tore down the wall. I found Corpse Girl and in that moment I felt my knees. Something had this corpse upon the wall. Carried the storage room with books and photographs, not porn, photographs. Sight of the dead woman brings down on me instantly. Underneath the burned memories of my mother attempting suicide. Okay, why didn't you call the freaking cops? That's the question. Why didn't you call the freaking cops for this incident? Yes. The pain and despair that I had representing for so long found its way out of my mouth and formed an unholy scream. I think the fear and that discovery and the subsequent reveal of why am I forgetting words now? The subdued memories caused me to slip up, slipping out of consciousness. I was paralyzed by fear and my entire body was wrecked with pain. Looking back now, I feel like I must have spent several days lying in a heap on the floor. This strange closet. Days spent with this dreary haze of dread, despair, and distress. Days spent at the feet of this hanging corpse. Here, I began to look up to and idolize. Days spent in a lull, and forever dreams surrounded by photos on the wall of all manner of corpses. Shit. Days and days of my soul and identity slipping between my fingers. Something must have eventually cracked inside me. I remember getting to my feet and repairing the wall. Don't know how. I did it, but I patched it up, painted over, victimed, and vacuumed up the dust and debris, the carpet. And then the memory of the entire incident just vanished from my mind. The only relic that I've received from that strange space was a single book. A heavy tome must have trembled. It tumbled out of the closet during my delirium. And from here, best time to kind of upload here. So, hope you guys have a great moment with Sam and a great day too. A question? What we're gonna do? I'll see you guys next time.